So do you need to trade up and get a bigger house right now? And you need to sell your place and then buy the next one? Well, I did a video about this a year ago, and I thought I would do another one right now based on today's seller's market in 2021. So stick around. You're not going to want to miss this one because I'm going to tell you the hard truth of what you're going to need to do to make that possible. Let's get started. Welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jackie Baker with Coldwell Banker Realty. I post videos here every Wednesday. We talk about all things real estate and all things about Bergen County. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Well, not that one down there. And also the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos. And do me a favor, hit that like button too. I really appreciate that. Okay, so you've outgrown your house. You need to trade up, right? So everyone's panicking over this crazy market that we're in right now. Okay, so the good news is for you with selling, yeah, it's a seller's market. Awesome. So it's going to go quick. It's going to sell for top dollar. But now you need to buy another house. The bad news is it's a seller's market. There's very little inventory and you're competing against thousands of other buyers. So how does one achieve this in this market today with selling and buying at the same time? Well, my friends, I'm going to give you some strategies. It's a little tough to swallow, a couple of them, but listen, we do what we got to do. If you need that house, you got to have a strategy in this market. So your first one is, the best scenario is that you don't have to sell your current home in order to buy the next one. I know this is so hard for a lot of people, but believe it or not, there are some people out there that can do it. And if you have enough money to put down on a new home and get the mortgage on top of that, awesome. But talk to your lender to see if that's possible because you got to get a pre-approval. So find out if you can do that, if you can get a new mortgage, even though while you have the other one on the current house. Okay, so not everybody can do that. Everyone's looking at me like, you're absolutely insane. I cannot buy a new house without getting the proceeds from the sale of my current home. Okay, I totally get that. So here's your next strategy. See if you can arrange for some type of temporary living situation, whether if you go live with family, you know, not the best thing. You don't want to move back home with mom and dad, or you can get a short-term rental. And then just go and sell your house. Just sell it. Be done with it, get the money from that, and then if you can live in a temporary living situation while you're looking for the next house, that is another great scenario as well. There are some people who need to live in the area that they're in because of the schools and whatnot. They need to keep their kids in the school system. This might be the best case scenario for you. Just go and dump it, get the proceeds so you have the money ready to buy the next house, and you're going to be that much more attractive to the seller because you have nothing to sell. You've already sold. You have the money to say, here you go, I can buy your house. Now the last thing you can do, look, if you want to try it and you want to go and try to work this out, or you're going to sell and buy at the same time, you can have your realtor put on the listing when you go right on MLS, and it states that the sale of your home is contingent on you finding another home, and you say you're actively looking. Now this isn't so bad. I mean, back a couple years ago, that wouldn't look so good to a buyer. If they were looking on MLS and they see that remark there, they're gonna be like, oh, forget it. You know, we need to buy a house now, and I'm not waiting on those sellers to find another house. But given what's going on in today's market, everybody knows how insane it is. And if there are buyers that are desperate and they really want your house, and they know that there are a million other buyers out there, they may be willing to work with you and be flexible with you finding the next place. Because the inventory is so low, they know that if they lose this house, that they're in a situation where they're stuck and they're gonna have to wait for the next house to come on the market. So that strategy could really work in your favor. So ask your agent to put on MLS to state that a sale of your home is contingent on you finding your next place. And to add to that, I mean, you may get lucky if you find the next house and you love it, that seller may be willing to work with you and wait for you to close on the sale of your home. So look, anything is possible. I mean, this is what I love about real estate. It just changes by the day and anything is possible. You don't know what's going to happen. And you just don't know. You're going to find somebody that could be willing to work with you and with you selling your home. It's rare, but it's possible. Look, this probably is stressing you out if you're thinking about doing this selling and buying. Don't stress. It all works out one way or another. Just, really consider these strategies that I've suggested here today and really think about that. How are you going to make this work for yourself, especially if you have to get a bigger home? Right now in this crazy seller's market, there's one thing I'm telling all of my clients: you need to be emotionally and mentally prepared for this crazy roller coaster that we call real estate in 2021. If you have any questions and you're thinking about selling and trading up and buying a new home, or you're looking to just, buy your first home in Bergen County, please feel free to reach out to me. You call, text, email. My contact information is down below in that description box. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I really appreciate you watching. I'm Jackie Baker with Coldwell Banker Realty, and I will see you next time.